to 3.
Ta. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Jer. Wash your hands after that show. Wash your hands. Egghead, 6 p.m, don't forget. Thursday, 9th of March 2017, and now live till 5. It's the big show. Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hello. Shoes off when you walk into the studio.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Clean behind your ears. First up today, hands up for Radio 2 Country. It's on the air. Tell you about that later. Hands up if you despise chewing gum on the pavement. It's horrible. Hands up if you know somebody who parks wherever they like and gets away with it all the time. How do they do that? And hands up, finally, if you're outraged and shocked by fly tipping. Saw that last night on the One Show.
A groove slightly transformed, just a bit of a break from the norm.
Just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dance that has gotten to be a little bit out of control. It's cool to dance, but what about a groove that soothes and moves romance? Give me a soft, subtle mix, and if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. And think of the summers of the past. Adjust the bass and let the Alpine blast. Pop in my CD and let me run a rhyme and put your car on cruise and lay back, cause it's summertime. Sort of a buzz, but back then I didn't really know what it was. But now I see what happened is the way that people respond to summer madness. The weather is hot and girls are dressing less and checking out the fellas to tell them who's best. Riding around in your Jeep or your Benzos, or in your Nissan sitting on Lorenzo's. Back in Philly, we be out in the park. A place called the Plateau is where everybody go. Guys out hunting and girls doing likewise. Honking at the honey in front of you with the light eyes. She turn around and see what you beeping at. It's like the summer's a natural aphrodisiac. And with a pen and pad I compose this rhyme to hip you and to get you equipped for the summertime. Court yet, hustle to the mall to get me a short set. Yeah, I got on sneaks, but I need a new pair, cause basketball courts in the summer got girls there. The temperature's about 88. Hop in the water plug, just for old time's sake. Break to your crib, change your clothes once more, cause you're invited to a barbecue to start at 4. Sitting with your friends as y'all reminisce about the days growing up and the first person you kiss. And as I think back, makes me wonder how the smell from a grill can spark up nostalgia. All the kids playing out front, little boys messing around with the girls playing double dutch. While the DJ spinning a tune as the old folks dance at your family reunion. Then 6 o'clock rolls around. You just finished wiping your car down. It's time to cruise, so you go to the summertime hangout. It looks like a car show. Everybody come looking real fine, fresh from the barbershop and fly from the beauty salon. Every moment frontin' and maxin', chillin' in the car, they spend all day waxin'.
Then you go look for Space Aliens with my man K.
2 miles an hour, so everybody sees you. There's an air of love and of happiness.
DJ Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The summer madness.
Will Smith, of course. Excellent. Well, you can email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. You can text 88291. You can tweet us right through the afternoon at BBC Radio 2. I'm playing that because I was speaking to my daughter last night. She's in American college. And she said the clocks go forward to summertime. I think it's daylight savings or whatever it's called there. This weekend. This weekend! Awesome. Oh, okay, let's have a look at our weather. We got dry, bright and mild for most places in the UK, a high of 14 in Bournemouth. Hello, Bournemouth. Tonight turning chilly with a bit of frost in the north and east. Tomorrow, that's Friday, mainly cloudy with a chance of rain or drizzle, sadly. Lights on sunset tonight, Edinburgh is 6:04, in Cardiff it's 6:07, in Belfast 6:16, and in London 5:55.
The Big Show. The Big Show. The Big Show with Steve.
I've got new shoes.
Woke up cold one Tuesday. I'm looking tired and feeling quite sick. I felt like there was something missing in my day-to-day life. So I quickly opened the wardrobe, pulled out some jeans and a t-shirt that seemed clean, topped it off with a pair of old shoes that were ripped around the seams. And I thought these shoes just don't suit me. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything's right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. No short on money, but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Woke up late one Thursday, and I'm seeing stars as I'm rubbing my eyes, and I felt like there were 2 days missing as I focused on the time. Then I made my way to the kitchen, but I had to stop from the shock of what I found. A room full of all of my friends, all dancing round and round. And I thought, hello new shoes, bye-bye blues. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything's right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. No short on money, but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Take me wandering through these streets where bright lights and angels meet. Stone to stone they take me on. I'm walking till the break of dawn. Take me wandering through these streets where bright lights and angels meet. Stone to stone they take me on. I'm walking till the break of dawn. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. No short on money, but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, so I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Oh, hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. Oh, short on money, but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes.
Steve Wright in the afternoon, 2 till 5.
Let me tell you about BBC Radio 2 Country.
All right, then.
A pop-up digital service
Dedicated to the world of country music.
My wife, Connie Smith, says country music is the cry of the heart.
Comedy in country goes beyond the silly titles. It's about storytelling.
There's a pop side of country, there's a traditional side of country, and I think it's great for the format.
Featuring live performances from the Country to Country Festival.
One of the top 5 moments of my entire career was hearing them sing the Mona Lisa all the way through the gap between the main show and the encore.
Listen right now on your digital radio, online, and on the BBC iPlayer radio app.
BBC Radio 2 Country.
Find out more on the Radio 2 website.
All right, Bob, thanks. If you love country music, you need to be listening to this. It's BBC Radio 2 Country, which is on the air right now. Here it is.
First time abroad.
First time abroad.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, welcome in. C2C is going to blow your mind.
It's a pop-up digital radio service. That's live, by the way, which is on through until Sunday. You can listen to it on digital radio, online, or via the BBC iPlayer radio app. And I'll have coverage of this year's Country to Country Music Festival, as well as some great shows a little later on. And it will too. And here's some more.
Harry Underwood played last year.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to chat some more, but we need to get some music first. What are you going to play for us?
Some music.
All right. We're going to play our new single called What If I Kissed You?
Yeah. Excellent.
Excellent. Here we go. Temecula Road.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you want a bit of this? Yeah, why not?
Them stars are lighting up the sky and trying to catch my eye, but I can't pay attention. And that song pouring out.
And a little later on, we've got Brad Paisley on with us. Yeah. By the way, I'm doing a little show, I think, a little later on today on that country station, and I'm quite convincing. Paisley and Back to My Roots. Here's what's going on. Brad Paisley, as I say, country music superstar, who's appearing at the C2C Festival this weekend. Kate Garraway from Good Morning Britain, presenter, talking about her brand new book. We love Kate. And Ramesh Ranganathan, who we also love, stand-up and one of the stars of a new sitcom on Radio 2 next week, top comedian. Janie Lee Grace, Tim Smith, Bobby Pryor, Adam Porter, Matt the Sports Guy. The oldies chosen by Mel Williams from Yateley in Hampshire. Emails, text, tweets, social media, news from the net, the showbiz, the lifestyle, the Ents News, all here.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
With Red Nose Day just around the corner, the BBC has started initial ideation around some groundbreaking fundraising ideas.
So, like you get sponsored to swap clothes with somebody else for a day?
Okay, I don't get that.
So maybe you wear like your mother's clothes?
Cool.
Yeah, finally. What?
I don't get it. What does she wear?
What does she wear?
Yeah.
No, but she wears someone else's.
Cool, yeah.
No, she's...
Okay, it's too complicated. Do another one.
There are better ways to raise money this Red Nose Day.
Do another one.
For fundraising kit, go to bbc.co.uk/Red Nose Day.
Do another one. I've been to those meetings. Is that you, Ed?
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends sat at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room. And now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body. 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 Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. When we came, we let the story begin. We're going out on our first date. You and me are thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag and I fill up the plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family's doing okay. And leaving, getting a taxi, kissing the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. And now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body. 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 Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. Come on, be my baby, come on. 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 I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. And now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby, come on. Come on, be I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby, come on. Come on, be I'm in love with your body.
to me. I'm Denise Phillips, tuned in Cyprus. Hello, Denise.
I'm in love with the shape of you.
There's Ed Sheeran, The Shape of You, on Radio 2. Steve, can you give me a shout-out to keep me going? I'm just coming to the end of aerating a customer's 100-foot lawn. And my legs are about to fall off. Good show, thanks. Sean the Gardener from Rugby. And Stephen Gang, you've got to put a tune on for my mate Bridget. Now, it was her birthday on Tuesday, and we're meeting up tomorrow for a few drinks to celebrate. Unfortunately, she leads me astray when we meet up, and I usually miss the last train home. So can you tell her to make sure she gets me on the train? Cheers, Steve. Steve, Kathy Maud in Peterborough. Steve, Kathy Maud. Does that make any sense?
Now, all the music you love on Radio 2 and across the BBC is in one place. Whether you're into soul, country or folk, the BBC Music app is bursting with Radio 2 playlists full of your favourite tracks.
Welcome to Radio 2's Funky Soul.
And welcome to Radio 2's Jazz Playlist.
Welcome along to Radio 2's Country Playlist.
There are also playlists to match your mood. Woo! Whether it's a Wednesday workout, a Sunday evening relax, or that Friday night feeling any time of the week, the BBC Music app has got you sorted. If you want to find out more about the BBC Music app, including how you can download it, go to the Radio 2 website.
I will do. No, it says, cheers, Steve, Kathy Maud in Peterborough. That's better. Kathy would be a very unusual middle name for a bloke.
Sun and her eyes can light the skies. When she walks, she moves so fine, like a flamingo. Crimson dress that clings so tight, she's out of reach and out of sight. When she walks by, she brightens up the if she just would. Some sweet day I'll make her mine, pretty flamingo. Then every guy will envy me, 'cause paradise is where I'll be. Pretty flamingo. If she just would. Some sweet day I'll make her mine, pretty flamingo. Then every guy will envy me, 'cause paradise is where I'll be. Sha-la-la, la-la-la-la, pretty flamingo. Someday I'll make her shine.
When we never had a dime, and our dreams seemed a million miles away. But we made it, baby, facing the bad times with a smile. Here we are, and we're growing stronger day by day.
So
George Benson loves times love. Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. I'd like to bring on Janie Lee Gravis and Tim Smith. Let's do some factoids. Go to Janie first.
On this day in 1933, Clarence Darrow made changes to the landlord's game. Most notably, changed the name to Monopoly.
Oh, good idea.
I am always the boot. What are you?
Always the battleship.
And you?
I like being the dog, but I don't mind what I am as long as I get a nice property in Mayfair.
Okay, yeah, of course. Lots of hotels on it. A tip here, if you want to hear every mobile phone call clearly while the other person is speaking, what do you do?
Turn up the volume.
No, you're almost there.
I know what you do. You plug in a little earphone.
No.
Oh, I can't think of anything that you would do other than turn the volume up.
I'm going to tell you. Simply cover the mouthpiece and your caller's voice will be crystal clear. Even if you're standing in a noisy spot, sounds around you are picked up by the microphone. You should know this, you guys, in your phone's mouthpiece and transmitted back into your ear along with the caller's voice, creating a lot of noise. So cover up the microphone bit.
Obviously, you're talking about on a regular landline, and what we're all thinking of is a smartphone, a mobile.
I'm talking about a mobile.
Well, how do you know where the mouthpiece is on a mobile?
It's at the bottom, Muppet.
Yeah, but nobody sort of thinks of the difference between the mouthpiece and the bit you hear. And not on a smartphone. You just hold the whole thing.
Factoids.
You must be out of your mind.
I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his gifts, and Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fists. And clearly I don't see myself upon that list. But she said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. I want something just like this. I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman unrolls the suit before he lived. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this.
Today is World Kidney Day. Crufts 2017 is on in Birmingham with more than 25,000 dogs competing for the top award of Best in Show. Yes, it's the Best in Show. Our friend Claire Balding is hosting the TV coverage over there on Channel 4. It's also the National Career Guidance Show in Leeds. The 15th Glasgow International Comedy Festival is on through to the 26th of March. There's over 400 shows at venues across Glasgow, and comedians appearing include great lineup: Jimmy Carr, Al Murray, Stuart Lee, Russell Howard, Bridget Christie, Omid Jalili, Reginald D. Hunter, Sue Perkins, Frankie Boyle, John Shuttleworth and Josie Long. The London Asian Film Festival starts also. Brit Week presents A Great British Weekend. That's on in Miami, the second of 3 weekends promoting British creativity, innovation and excellence over in the US. I love those things. That's brilliant. In tonight's Europa League games, FC Rostov play Man United. Kong Skull Island is in cinemas from today, starring Brie Larson, Tom Hiddleston, John C. Reilly, John Goodman and Sam Jackson. And Martin Fry has a birthday today. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Martin.
Back then, it was a golden age of British pop, wasn't it? In the early 80s with Duran Durans and your Depeche Modes and your Cure. We all went to jumble sales. There wasn't all these boutique stores and online shopping. It was, you went to a jumble sale, so you wore what you got.
Excuse me, Martin, you didn't get the gold lame suits from the jumble sale?
No, I had a mohair suit that evolved into a gold lame.
Oh, that gold lame suit.
I mean, you had a cool look.
I bet when you were on tour, you couldn't go through the metal detector.
Yeah, it's a bit like that now.
That's Martin Fry.
Has he found true love yet?
I don't know. Chancellor Philip Hammond says national insurance is being increased for self-employed workers because of new challenges the government faces, and us. Mr. Hammond is facing a backlash against the budget announcement, which breaks a 2015 manifesto pledge on tax rises. The UK has retained its spot as the third best country in the world despite anxieties over Brexit. The top 10 are Norway, France, Australia, United States, Sweden, Japan, Germany, UK, Canada and Switzerland. Places to live, best places. Here's Janie.
Do you like a nature show?
I love a nature show, me.
Everyone does, don't they? And they reckon now that if you're feeling stressed, that's what you've got to do.
Yeah.
Scientists have found that wildlife documentaries can actually boost our well-being and reduce stress levels. Even short video clips of the natural world can inspire awe, contentment and joy, reducing anxiety, fear and tiredness. The BBC Earth study asked about 7,500 global participants to fill in a survey about their mood, what kind of mood they were in, before they watched clips of Planet Earth 2, TV dramas and various news stories. And their reactions were then monitored with facial mapping technology and psychometric tests.
Brilliant.
And they saw how the different genres affected them. And without any shadow of a doubt, nature shows affect viewers most positively.
I find them very relaxing. I love to watch them, especially Attenborough's ones. I do find there's one that I've been watching recently, and it's about chimps and monkeys. That makes me tense.
Well, they don't all make me relaxed, I must admit. They inspire me, many of them do, but some of them can be quite edgy and quite tense as well. You see an ibex clinging to the side of a mountain several hundred feet up, that makes you very edgy. And then the last Attenborough thing, we spoke about this. Was it the crabs on that island all over the place?
Oh, yeah.
That was quite unsettling.
Yeah, but you're not so worried about your own problems, are you?
No, I suppose not.
Good point.
Yeah, that's true.
What is that, an ibex? What is that, a hoover?
Hotel, isn't it?
I think it was an ibex anyway. It's a kind of goat.
Brad Paisley with us later, Kate Garraway and Ramesh Ranganathan.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your invited, so gonna get to clapping. Go pop it for a plan, pop it for me. Turn around and drop it for a plan, drop it for me. I'll rent a beach house in Miami. Wake up with no jammies. Lobster tail for dinner. Julio served that scampi. You got it if you want it. Got it if you want it. Said you got it if you want it. Take my wallet if you want it now. Jump in the Cadillac. Girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. By the fire at night, silk sheets and diamonds, all white. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. I'm talking trips to Puerto Rico. Say the word and we go. You can be my flica. Girl, I'll be a flico, mama, sister. I would never make a promise that I can't keep. I promise that your smile ain't gonna never leave. Shopping sprees in Paris, everything 24 carats. Take a look in that mirror. Now tell me who's the fairest. Is it you? Is it you? Is it me? Is it me? You say it's us, and I'll agree, baby. Jump in the Cadillac, girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby, you deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry, shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. By the fire at night, silk sheets and diamonds, all white. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. You say you want a good time.
Hey, Steve. Yeah. Listening by the pool in Tenerife, 30 degrees. Wow, that's William and Karen. Hey, Steve, can you give a shout-out to Sue and John, the barber, on their 54th wedding anniversary? Congratulations in sunny Ipswich. From Sarah, Ash, Liam and Meg. Great show, Steve. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you. Can you mention my husband, Ian Watkin, who finishes work in Germany today and will officially commence his retirement on Saturday? The people he's been working for have been very brilliant, very hospitable, generous and very caring. The list is getting longer, though, for jobs that need doing. Don't see it as an ending, just one door shutting and another door opening. Yeah, and another one getting fixed. That's the man Watkins. It's a 2:45. Here's Bobby. What's happening?
Thank you, Steve. M62 on the westbound side. Junction 18, which is the M60, Simister Island. That accident's still there. 2 lanes are closed there now. So you've got big queues beyond 19 at Hayward. It's also heavy on the eastbound side. The M6 on the northbound side, 9 to 10, up towards Walsall. There's a broken down vehicle, so 1 lane is shut, causing queues. The latest on the A1 at Newark. Now, closed with this accident, which is between the Coddington turnoff and the A17, the Newark Showground. So there is a diversion that's signed for you, but give yourself lots of time. A10 at Milton, that has now reopened between the A14 at Junction 33 and the Ely Road. It was closed. They have now recovered the vehicle and you can make your way through there. Still busy though. The M1 on the northbound side, 39 to 40, down towards Wakefield. Sorry, up towards Wakefield. 1 lane is shut with a breakdown there. The M11 southbound, this is 8 to 7. There's been an accident that's closed a lane towards Harlow. 1 lane closed. There's also debris across both sides of the carriageway, but the actual accident is on the southbound route. A12, the Colchester Road northbound, is now completely closed with the accident between the M25 at Junction 28 and the Shenfield Mount Nessington off Junction 12. So if you're on the M25 coming off at 28, just be aware of queues both ways. Also, clockwise M25 at Junction 3, so going off onto the M20 on the exit Slit Road, there's a broken down lorry, so take care as you go through. Thanks for your updates. Back with another one, 40 minutes.
Thank you to Bobster. Brad Paisley with us later, Kate Garraway and Ramesh Ranganathan.
Come on,
16 degrees here in Beckenham. That's from Lorna. Thank you, Lorna. 16 big degrees. Stephen Gang, enjoying your big old show. Can you give a shout out to my brother-in-law driving down from Lincoln this afternoon to Sussex so we can fly out to Florida tomorrow to spend time at Daytona Bike Week? Fantastic. Is that you, Mark? I love this song. I love his voice on it. Great arrangement. Kind of Love.
If I had another life, another one I'm in, I'd reach down into my soul and find a little love within. I'd emerge as someone new, dressed in another skin. Be someone who wants something more, and not the fool I've been. I look into your eyes to see what I can see, but I only see a paper face staring back at me. Only you can understand what love is meant to be, and it's a strange thing, undoubtedly. It's a kind of love, this strange thing that we have. It's a kind of love, a kind of going mad. It's sometimes good, but never truly bad. It's a kind of love, this strange thing that we have. And in the night, when sleep won't come for free, a laughing, dancing clown in dreams that torment me. And there you are again, that photo in my pocket. It's a madness in my mind, but I don't know how to stop it. We meet in shadows after dark and run down endless streets. Black serpents at my back, I never get to sleep. Red roses falling from the sky, landing at my feet, but they turn to thorns and only make me bleed. It's a kind of love, this strange thing that we have. It's a kind of love, a kind of going mad. It's sometimes good, but never truly bad. It's a kind of love, this strange thing that we have.
Very alarming story in the press today. Music could face extinction as a subject in secondary schools in England. Researchers warning today. They say music is being squeezed because of pressure on pupils to take subjects, including the EBAC School League table measure. Almost two-thirds of 650 state school teachers surveyed by Sussex University researchers said the EBAC meant fewer students were taking GCSE music. Ministers say the EBAC helps ensure children receive a rigorous education. As you heard earlier, bonuses for 86,700 staff at John Lewis and Waitrose have been cut for the fourth year in a row. Barcelona 6, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain 1. Crazy and unbelievable how the world reacted. Grown men were crying, while for others it was a nightmare. Barcelona made Champions League history. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, no, but I knew it was on, and early in the evening I thought, I might watch that, and I thought, no, there's no point, Barcelona are out. That was a bad decision, because that was one heck of a football match. I've heard about it and read about it. It was incredible.
Yeah. They recovered from a 4-0 down to beat Paris Saint-Germain in the second leg.
In the last minutes as well.
Incredible. Yeah. What else going on? Let's have a look. 3 in 4 lie to lovers. 3 in 4 people admit lying to their partners. Top fib is, I'm listening, followed by, I'm not in a bad mood. It's the BBC Radio Folk Awards at the Royal Albert Hall in London on April the 5th. Got to mention this for you. And last night on the Folk Show, Mark Radcliffe announced the final headliner added to the bill is Rye Cooder, little sister. Names already confirmed to be there include Al Stewart, Shirley Collins and Billy Bragg. To be at the BBC Radio Folk Awards on the 5th of April, go to the Radio 2 website now and look for tickets. Are you ready, Janie? Are you ready, Tim, for the anniversaries and birthdays?
Oh, go on then.
All right. Who was Napoleon Bonaparte?
Oh, he was one of the men from Uncle. Played by the late Robert Vaughan.
That's right.
And he wore spectacular boots.
Yes, that's correct. Napoleon Bonaparte, in fact, the brilliant young French officer. Oh, this is actually one of these things. I've got this little thing, and it's like actual news reports of the day.
Okay.
So it says 1796, Napoleon Bonaparte, the brilliant young French officer who's just been made commander of the Army of the Interior, today married who?
Oh, Josephine.
Yes!
Of course, yeah. He was a brilliant young officer. Also, of course, a military despot and dictator.
Oh, yes, apart from that, yeah.
He was all right.
Yeah. Bobby Fischer, who was that?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, Tim.
Give me a clue.
I think he was a world champion chess player, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Bobby Fischer, 1943 American chess champion who won the world title from Boris Spassky. Yeah. In 1972, that was. Crikey, that was a long time ago.
That made a lot of news at the time as well, didn't it? Do you remember? It was all over the place, that as if watching chess was suddenly going to be a spectator sport of the 70s.
I know.
Never quite took off. I do like playing chess occasionally.
I find it slow on television.
I find it slow when you play it yourself.
Yuri Gagarin, Janie.
Spaceman, astronaut.
Yeah, he was the very first man in space. They'd put a dog up in space before, which I think was a bit cruel, really.
What year was that then?
Yuri Gagarin, born this day, 1934.
Right.
I don't know what year that was. I would guess 63,
Something like that, yeah.
Probably. One more. Who was Eamon de Valera, Tim?
Eamon de Valera was an Irish politician.
Yes! How do you know that?
So I'm smart, Alex, some days.
You really are. Eamon de Valera is elected president of Ireland this day, 1932. Wow. Also interesting here, 1562 in Naples, kissing in public in Naples, punishable by death.
My boy is mad hot. One touch, I'm shell-shocked. Makes my hot box trot non-stop. Could have been a one-night stand, oh man. Could have been a passing thing. Just a little boom, boom, bang. But we keep going again and going again. Oh, this heat, it won't stop. He makes me jackpot. Our eyes are bloodshot, dumbstruck. Think we got a perfect 10, oh man. And every bit of luck we can. Cause I got my ace in hand. Can we go around again, around again? This must be love. Cause every night our words are tongue-tied up. Pillow talk just sounds like double dutch. Like we drank too much. Yeah, one sweet touch. Whoa. Words come out like I scoop that ice cream. He licks the plate clean. No time, just more please. Strip tease, want another helping hand, oh man. Polish every room we can. Yeah, we gotta do the damn thing. Keep our mama coming again and coming again. This must be love. Cause every night our words are tongue-tied up. Pillow talk just sounds like double dutch. Like we drank too much. Yeah, one sweet touch. Whoa. Words come out like
That's brilliant. Tongue-tied Earl. Almost 3 minutes to 3 on Radio 2. Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291. Tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Now, what you're listening to in the background here is Radio 2 Country. This says, Dear Steve, our family are really looking forward to tuning in to Radio 2 Country this weekend. My cousin Martha L. Healy is one of the newcomers performing at C2C, and we are amazingly proud of her, I bet. Serious listening, no G, Susan in Glasgow. Fabulous.
You've been kept down. You've been pushed around. You've been lied to. You've been fed truths. You're just making your decisions. You or your religion. for too long. Your right to be, your views refused. They manipulate and threaten.
On BBC Radio 2, Where's the Revolution? Depeche Mode. On this programme, Brad Paisley, country music superstar later, is appearing at the C2C Festival this very weekend. Also Kate Garraway from Good Morning Britain and Ramesh Ranganathan, our favourite stand-up at the moment, along with the others.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. The Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt has said it's essential A&E departments in England hit waiting time targets over the next year, now that extra money has been pumped into care and health services. NHS trusts are meant to see 95% of patients within 4 hours, but latest figures suggest most are only currently reaching 85%. The Chancellor has been defending his controversial changes to national insurance for self-employed workers. Under the plans announced by Philip Hammond in yesterday's budget, they'll pay more, something which has angered some backbenchers in the Conservative Party. But our economics correspondent Andy Verity says analysts think it's a good move.
What they're doing, the government here, is not even equalising the amount of tax that's being paid per worker. They're actually just making it slightly less unequal. And the Institute for Fiscal Studies says that's a move in the right direction. They also point out that it's progressive. What does that mean? It means that it hits people on higher incomes more than it hits people down the income scale.
The American government has announced its biggest deployment yet of forces on the ground in Syria to fight against the Islamic State group. A spokesman for the US-led coalition said around 400 soldiers will be added to the 500 already in Syria. Staff at Waitrose and John Lewis have had their bonuses reduced for the 4th year in a row. The cut to 6% means the annual bonus is now at its lowest level since 1954 and compares with 17% 4 years ago. The business saw profits increase by 20% to £370 million. And the chairman of the John Lewis Partnership, Sir Charlie Mayfield, says they've held back some of that because of the increasingly uncertain market.
The reason we've done that is because it gives us more firepower to accelerate our plans for the future. It basically means we can maintain our investment this year and absorb the costs of change, even if the market gets tougher in the year ahead. And that's very important to the long-term success of the business.
Tesco is facing a bill of nearly £10 million because of a payroll error. It's reimbursing 140,000 current and former staff £40 each after the mistake was discovered during an internal review. Staff at Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital in London have been praised for foiling an attempt to abduct a newborn baby. Medics became suspicious when a man and woman attempted to take the child from the neonatal unit on Monday, where it was being cared for after being born prematurely. A 31-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman were arrested and have since been released on bail. Experts have revealed that Jane Austen was almost blind by the end of her life. The writer, who died at the age of 41 in 1817, suffered from rheumatism, and it's thought that some of the medications she was taking would have contained arsenic, which may have affected her sight. A curator at the British Library, Sandra Tuppen, says they made the discovery after examining several pairs of the author's spectacles.
Back in the early 19th century, there were prescriptions very similar to what we have today. So what we did was have somebody bring in a portable lens meter so that we could very, very carefully have them examined.
BBC News at 3 minutes past 3, our next at 4.
Don't say it. Thanks, Adam. Standing by for Mel Williams from Yateley in Hampshire's Non-Stop Oldies.
The Non-Stop Oldies, brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black.
From Yateley in Hampshire, picking these non-stop oldies. Painted Black, Rolling Stones, often used in documentaries about Vietnam and the hippie era. This is Radio 2.
88 to 91 FM.
Ring a ding ding, yeah.
BBC.
Da, 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 da.
Radio 2.
There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have the chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be be teardrops to shed. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music and dance. Without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music and dance.
Oldies chosen by Mel Williams. Hello, Mel from Yateley in Hampshire. Stephen Coe, my name's Melinda, although I prefer to go by Mel. I'm 44. I grew up in Hampshire with an elder sister and a younger sister, and some of my family's taste in music rubbed off on me. I can remember trips out with various songs on the radio or cassette. My oldies are from my school and college days when I was one of a few ladies to enter into the building trade as an electrician. I've been through some real tough times in my life, but I'm glad to say I'm happy now, partly thanks to my wonderful partner of 10 years. His name is Richard, and my two boys, George and Jack. My current hobbies are going to the cinema with friends, DIY and Morris dancing with a great bunch of ladies and gents, as well as my two sons. The car journey to the dances is always a good time to give them a musical education, and I hope the songs on my oldies list become some of their favourites. I bet they do. This is a great song as well. Nina Simone, My Baby Just Cares for Me.
My baby don't care for the shows. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for cars and races. My baby don't care for high-tone places. Liz Taylor is not a style, and even Lana Turner's smile, something he can't see. My baby don't care, who knows? My baby just cares for me. He cares for me. My baby don't care for cars and races. Baby don't care for. He don't care for high-tone places. Liz Taylor is not his style, and even Liberace smile. Something he can't see.
Here we go, big finish.
It's something he can't see.
Yeah.
I wonder what's wrong with baby. My baby just cares for.
Yeah, my baby just cares for. Having a thing on Radio 4 at the moment, read Nina Simone. There's My Baby Just Cares for Me on the Nonstop Oldies. Da, 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 da. Tunes by Mel Williams from Yateley in Hampshire.
When you were young and your heart was an open book,
Mr. Bond,
you used to say, live and let live.
How nice to see you, thank you for coming.
But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry, say live and let die. Live and let die. Live and let die. this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in a
Stand by, I've got a segue coming up at the end of this you'll never hear anywhere. Then, now, or in the future.
Right, said Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as we go. Tried to shift it, couldn't even lift it, we was getting nowhere, and so we...
Change of mood now on the BBC.
Right, said Fred, give a shout for Charlie, up comes Charlie from the floor below.
Here he goes.
After straining, heaving and complaining, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and Charlie had a think, and he thought we ought to take off all the handles and the things what held the candles, but it did no good. Well, I never thought it would. All right, said Fred, have to take the feet off to get them feet off, wouldn't take a mo. Took its feet off, even took the seat off, should have got us somewhere, but no. So Fred said, let's have another cup of tea, and we said, righto. All right, said Fred, have to take the door off, need more space to shift the so-and-so. Had bad twinges, taking off the hinges, and it got us nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and right, said Fred, have to take the wall down, that there wall is gonna have to go. Took the wall down, even with it all down, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and Charlie had a think, and he said, look Fred, I got a sort of feeling, if we remove the ceiling with a rope or two, we could drop the bladder through. All right, said Fred, climbing up a ladder with his crowbar, gave a mighty blow. Was he in trouble? Half a ton of rubble landed on the top of his dome. So Charlie and me had another cup of tea, and then we went home. I said to Charlie, we'll just have to leave it standing on the landing, that's all. You see, the trouble with Fred is he's too hasty. Now, you never get nowhere if you're too hasty.
Every day, non-stop oldies. Non-stop.
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a sad thing for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools if they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the long man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? It's on America's tortured brow
that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Now the workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds, to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a sad thing more, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be writ again, as I ask you to vote for some sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the long man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know. Is in the best-selling show. Is there life on
Soon we'll talk to Kate Garraway, later Brad Paisley and Ramesh Ranganathan. These are the Non-Stop Oldies as chosen by Mel Williams from Yateley.
Got a call from an old friend, we used to be real close. Said he couldn't go on the American way. Closed the shop, sold a house, bought a ticket to the West Coast. Now he gives them a stand-up routine in LA. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. Never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still belong. Don't get me wrong. You can speak your mind, but not on my time. They will tell you you can't sleep alone in a strange place. Then they'll tell you you can't sleep with somebody else. Ah, but sooner or later you sleep in your own space. Either way, it's okay, you wake up with yourself. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. Never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still
is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. Keep it to yourself, it's my life. Keep it to yourself, it's my life.
And those were the Non-Stop Oldies. We loved them. Thank you very much for them. Hello, Steve. Loving the show again from Matt and Dave. I think it is working very hard for Corinne and Joe. Loving the tunes. Just leave the singing to us, guys. All right. This says, can you give a shout out to Reese and Stefan Painting in sunny Ipswich and tell them to get a move on, laugh out loud. Get a move on, laugh out loud.
88 and 91 FM, BBC Radio 2.
In the news, Tesco is reimbursing 140,000 current and former staff who were left underpaid due to a payroll error. The supermarket is set to pay out about £10 million, with most workers getting up to £40, although some could get much more. The Institute for Fiscal Studies, the IFS, says the Chancellor was right to raise national insurance contributions for the self-employed in his budget. The rise will see millions of self-employed workers pay an average of £240 a year more, but ministers say those earning $16,250 or less will pay less. The number of people carrying knives in England and Wales has risen to its highest level in 6 years, official figures showing today. The courts dealt with more than 19,000 knife possession cases last year, the highest number since 2011. Bobby Pryor.
Thank you. First of all, to the M62 westbound at junction 19 for Hayward. The accident, it's still there between 18 and 19. 2 lanes are closed. M60 to Hayward, big queues if you're heading through there. Also, M62 westbound at junction 29, that's the M1 at Loft House. There's emergency pothole repair, so 1 lane is closed and traffic's queuing there too. M1 southbound 18 to 17, there's a broken down vehicle closing 1 lane. Big problems for the M6 on the southbound side. 18 to 17, there's been an accident. So in the roadworks between Holmes Chapel and Sandbach, the motorway has been closed. Now, it's been closed for about 25 minutes. Before that, there was a lane closure for about 20 minutes as well. So we've got very slow traffic on the approach. So they're diverting traffic off the M6 southbound, so no through route between 18 and 17. The M6 northbound between 9 and 10 up towards Walsall, there's 1 lane closed with a broken down vehicle. The latest on the closure on the A1 at Newark. Northbound A1 is still shut between the Coddington turn-off and the A17 Newark Showground. Southbound, they've managed to get a lane open, but there's still 1 lane closed. So southbound traffic can get through. Of course, still huge queues through there. The M11 northbound was closed at junction 10 for Duxford. That's reopened following an accident. Southbound, there was also a bump between 8 and 7 down towards Harlow. That, again, has cleared out of the way. The A12, finally, if you're on the northbound side, west of Brentford, closed between the M25 at junction 28, the Brook Street roundabout, and junction 12 for Mount Nessing. Now, I'm getting so many calls, people stuck there. If you're coming off the M25 at junction 28, expect delays. Either way on the A12, very slow. Back with more, half an hour.
Got it. Dry, bright and mild for most places. High of 14 in Bournemouth. Tonight turning chilly with a bit of frost in the north and the east. Tomorrow, Friday, mainly cloudy with a chance of rain or drizzle. I don't know what the weekend's going to be like. I'll find out for you later. Lights on sunset tonight. Edinburgh 6:04. In Cardiff 6:07. In Belfast 6:16. And in London 5:55.
88 and 91 FM.
Kate Garraway on with us soon.
BBC Radio 2. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
And I used to crank it with the windows down. I used to love it. Oh, but I'm over it, man, I'm over it now. I used to leave it playing on repeat. I spun that record till it turned on me. The DJ knows exactly what I need. I need an hour with the old and with the new beat. You were the rooftop at the top of my lungs. I moved then on. And now you're just yesterday's song. You're yesterday's song. The soundtrack every night in my bed. Yeah, you were the book stuck in my head. Now you're just an echo when the feeling is gone. Baby, now you're just yesterday's song. You're yesterday's song.
Yesterday's song on Radio 2. I got 23 to 4. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon. Of course, if you love country music, you need to be listening to BBC Radio 2 Country, which is now on the air. It's a pop-up digital radio service, which is on right through until Sunday. You can listen to it right now on digital radio, online, or via the BBC iPlayer radio app. It'll have coverage of this year's Country to Country Festival, music festival, as well as some great shows. Champagne was invented in England by scientist Christopher Merry in 1662, which is way past 5 o'clock, isn't it, Tim?
Very much so, yes. Do you know how iceberg lettuce got its name?
Yes. Is it because it has to be frozen before... Yeah, you freeze it and then you thaw it out, or something like that?
I think that's a no.
No, actually, that's not far off the correct answer.
Really?
My thanks to Dan Bridges from his book Man Facts this. Iceberg lettuce got its name when Californian growers started to ship it covered with heaps of crushed ice. This is back in the 1920s. It kept it fresh. Previously, it had been called crisp head lettuce.
Wow, because you can't actually freeze lettuce, can you? It goes all limp.
Does it?
It's
Much
not
like
good
him.
at all.
Now, how do you think, Janie, Ian Fleming, who wrote the James Bond stuff, really, came up with 007?
Oh, what a great question.
It is a brilliant question, this, and it's a great answer.
Was it because he was trying to think of loads of different names and he was numbering them all and then he just stuck a pin in it?
I know the answer to this because he was brought up in Henley in Oxfordshire, and their phone number when he was a kid was, "Hello, this is Henley, 007.
No, absolutely wrong.
Good guess.
James Bond's code 007 was inspired by the author Ian Fleming's bus route from Canterbury to London.
Factoids.
Garraway with us momentarily.
Barcelona have pulled off the biggest comeback in Champions League history, beating Paris Saint-Germain against all odds 6-5 on aggregate. A goal for the French side seemed to spell the end of Barcelona's chances, but then 2 goals.
Getting up early enough to hear this music, I have to admit to you. Now, Kate Garraway is a TV and radio presenter, and for more than a decade, she's been part of ITV's breakfast show programmes, GMTV, and now Good Morning Britain, of course. Piers is on site as well. Today, Kate has published her first ever book. It's called The Joy of Big Knickers, and it's her take on big issues that women face, like diets and fitness, the menopause, children, plastic surgery, happiness, death, and big knickers. It's got her answers to what it means to become a modern old woman. What does that mean then, Kate, the big knickers reference?
Well, it's a bit of a metaphor, which I'll come on to because I know you like that on this show.
I do.
But it's also because I've kind of been, over the years, a little bit associated with Bridget Jones. So the original movie, when that was being made, they came into what was then GMTV and looked at tapes of me on the sofa. And then Renée Zellweger and I've had chats before about it. And then I went to visit her on set of the most recent one, Bridget Jones' baby. She was like, hey, the real Bridget Jones. The only thing you haven't done is flashed your knickers on TV. And then literally a week later, thanks to Ben Shepherd, I did. He picked me up, spun me around, and everybody got way more than I thought you'd want at
My
breakfast
goodness.
or any time of day, really. My secret of loving a big knicker was out, so I had to embrace it, didn't I? Like you have to with all things at midlife that you secretly love and want to enjoy.
Do you think, on a slightly serious note, that men really don't understand what women go through and all their problems as they age, as they live?
Well, this isn't just for women, to be fair. It's also for men too. But because it was a personal thing for me that I suddenly turned 49 and thought, oh, crikey, that means I'm going to be 50 soon. And that felt like a very big number. So I started thinking about getting older in a real way rather than just in an abstract in the future at some point way. And so a lot of it's personal. And because I'm a woman, I think about it a lot from a woman point of view. But I don't know whether men do or don't really, because maybe we women don't understand what it's like for men aging. So I think it's a challenge for everybody, isn't it? Because when you face that moment when you've probably got fewer days left on the planet than you've already lived, you probably want to make sure you don't sleepwalk and suddenly find you're 70 and beyond sort of full of regret, really.
What's the secret? I mean, you look great and you're fantastic on the telly there and you're consistent and lovely and smashing. What is your secret and what have you been able to convey from your secrets into the book?
So, looking-wise, I do have an army of people that blow dry, fill in cracks, and
So does Tim.
yeah, it's very unfair if you work in TV because you get a lot of people that help you. But I do have a whole chapter on the tricks I've learned, so hopefully I can share a few of those little secrets as well along the way. What I have learned, though, is I kind of reinvented my diet. I had no idea I was addicted to sugar. I thought I roughly ate all right. You kind of are so deluged these days, I think, about advice about what to eat and do, that I just ended up kind of switching off and thinking, well, I don't do anything really bad, so I'm probably all right. So I gave all of that sort of thing a total overhaul. And then I also did a lot of thinking, and I am very scared about the idea of dying for all sorts of reasons and what getting older means in terms of loneliness. Suddenly you're probably not working, are you, at 85? So therefore some of your friends' network is gone and all of that kind of thing. And having faced those hard truths, came up with some solutions I think were quite helpful. And also you feel better sometimes for facing things down, don't
I think
you?
it's great that you include something on death. We just don't talk about it. I mean, we really don't, do we?
We really don't.
And if someone in your family dies, for all of us, it's like, well, how do I go about even the practical things, let alone the emotional stuff, but also the fact that you address the menopause.
Yeah.
Tell us some of the advice that you would give for somebody coming up to that.
I don't think I'm fully menopausal, but I must be in the throes of its oh so hilarious little sister, the
Perimenopause, as they call it. Yeah.
Brilliant. But I think the problem is that we don't want to talk about it because it's really unsexy, we think. Apart from the fact that women feel very uncomfortable going through it, miserable in many cases, I think it sort of signals a lot of the negative things about getting older. You don't feel as attractive, you think your fertility's going, all that kind of thing. But there are lots of very interesting people out there that I've spoken to who see it as a very new and exciting chapter. So the hormones you lose are ones that, biologically speaking, are meant to make us better as carers and nurturers for babies. They dissipate, which can make us a little scratchy for those around us. But then your brain is completely rewired and you have a totally new way of thinking, which is either frightening or, if you embrace it and work with it, can be incredibly liberating and a very sexy in a different kind of way.
Because we also hear about, you know, the empty nest syndrome, don't we? A lot of women go through that.
My children are very, very young. I'm a very old mother. So I probably will experience the empty nest syndrome a lot later than most women do in their lives. And actually, for many women, I think it's incredibly liberating that they've done their bit, they've got their children up and running, but also makes them feel rather lonely because they're suddenly not needed. And I think that's one of the things about getting older that we fear, that having been incredibly busy and very needed for a long time, you suddenly feel like you're at the outside of things and you're trying to find a new role. And there are plenty of ways to do that.
Yeah, understood. We're going to come back with Kate Garraway in just a moment. Let's take a break.
I love you. Still believing in romance. You're taking way too many chances with my love. I remember when you used to be the talk of the town. All you get is lonely. Turn your love around. Don't you turn me down. I can show you how. Turn your love Without a woman, I can make it, but I need the girl to stay. Oh, don't you let the lady take it all away. When the woman needs a taste of yesterday, if he stays at home, all they get is lonely. Turn your love around. Don't you turn me down. I can show you how. Turn your love around.
Having a chat here with Kate Garraway about her book on life. It's called The Joy of Big Knickers, and it's great the way the book is set out. On the back is all the little things that you talk about in the book. So 2 sentences on plastic surgery, please.
There is a point where makeup, you think, oh, I just can't get back to zero. That's what women think. I'm not trying to look amazing. I'm just trying to make myself look presentable. And so I did through a whole phase of thinking, do I want a facelift specifically? Everyone thought I was mad. I got so obsessed that at one point I was interviewing Nicole Kidman, right, who is an extraordinarily beautiful woman, very naturally beautiful, I think, up close. And in the middle of this movie, she was talking about highbrow themes like love and loss and everything. I said, what moisturiser do you use? Which was probably a little surprising and not an obvious line of questioning. She was looking at me like I was a total weirdo. And that was the point when I thought, right, you're becoming obsessed. You need to rein it down and you need to start to look at some more deep and meaningful issues of why you feel this way.
We did the same with Joan Collins, didn't we?
Did you?
What moisturiser are you using?
All right, now that was more than 2 sentences, but it doesn't matter. Exercise and fitness, a regime.
I think you owe it to yourself to find an exercise you love. Try and do it 2 times a week. And diet, if I had a simple thing for diet, it would be eat less and eat good. Try and put the things that go into your mouth healthy and good, and do what you do that you really enjoy. And listen to music, by the way. That's the best thing you can do. So your show is a tonic for the aging.
Always has been. Friendships.
Friendships change, don't they? We have different things that we want from people in our life. But I think actually in midlife, true friendships are just like a little golden treasure.
I talk about this thing called the 4 a.m. friend. Have you got anyone that you could call at 4 a.m.?
Call at 4 a.m.
Because
Yeah,
if you
I have.
haven't, that's what you got to
That's
call.
when she's getting up to do the show.
Well, that's when I would chat to Piers and
In your
Susanna.
That'd be the driver. Grey hair.
I personally do cover my greys and cover everything else, really. I no longer remember what my natural hair colour is. Again, that's for what you fancy, isn't it? And grey hairs appearing is one of those things when you think, crikey, time is passing me. So I think grey hairs in that instance you're picking out is one of those moments when you think time's passing.
Luckily, you know everything that I'm going to ask because you're an interviewer yourself. I mean, you've got a good job, you've got a great family. Would you say that you've found that point that you're happy with?
Yeah, I think people could look at me and think, well, of course she can learn to be happy with the rest of her life because it looks pretty great. But I don't think it's about that, is it? I mean, I still worry every day about my parents. I'm still lucky to have both of them. But what's going to happen and how will they be cared for? What's going to happen to me when this amazing job, which I somehow kept for a very long time, suddenly stops? And, you know, so there's all those thoughts that we can have. And it might be that you feel like your life isn't what you want it to be, or it might be that your life is what you want it to be. And how do you keep it going? I think those are the thoughts that kind of whirl about in midlife that don't when you're 20.
And of course, working in television is very competitive, isn't it? Everybody pretends it's not stressful, you know, it's the best job in the world and all the rest of it. But especially in breakfast television, it's particularly stressful, isn't it?
Well, you get up very early. I mean, it's never fun fun when the alarm clock goes off, but it's also a wonderful way to pay the mortgage, isn't it? I mean, you can't say anything other than that.
Good answer.
Yeah. But I think whatever job you do, you are aware of younger people coming up, and it's not the fact they're younger per se as in their age, it's the fact they might have fewer responsibilities, or they might have more energy, and they might have different ties on their time. So I don't think it's necessarily an age thing as in a number. I think it's just where you are in your life and what you can offer.
And do you ever get a chance, to go hanging out at the pub with Susanna and Piers and Ben? Do you all hang out together?
We do hang out together. It's very rare to get us all in the room at the same time. It's like there's a shift in the space-time continuum. But yeah, well, we do. It's really good fun.
I would be worried if I were you. I'd be worried about what Piers is going to say next. That would be my main worry if I was doing breakfast TV.
I find it bracing.
Of course you do. Kate Garraway's new book, The Joy of Big Knickers, is out now. Thank you, Kate. See you next time. Kate Garraway, everybody. The Joy of Big Knickers. You don't get a better title than that. Your Spyro Gyra and Morning Dance on Radio 2. Hey, Simon's on the air at 5. Resident cook Nigel Bardham makes alternative cottage pie, with venison for Foodie Thursday. Bob Harris Country also on Radio 2 Country, that's at 7. Joe Wiley at 8. Radio 2 Odd Show with Jonathan Ross. Charles H. Patheri on with Jonathan and others at 10. Craig Charles House Party at midnight. Now, here's Bobby. What you got?
Thanks, Steve. First of all, to the M62 westbound to 18. We've got 2 lanes closed at the M60 Simister Island, queues back to 19. Also on the 62 eastbound between 29 and 30, the M1 and Rothwell, there's an accident that's closed at 1 lane. The M6 southbound remains closed between 18 and 17 towards Sandbach. The queues are way back past 19 for Knutsford already. And then we've got on the A1 northbound at Newark, still closed between the Coddington turn-off and the A17. Southbound, 1 lane is shut, big queues. And then to the M25, at the moment blocked between 9 and 10. Leatherhead to the A3. What there is a broken down horse box anti-clockwise. They're holding the traffic while they move the horses to another box so don't get spooked. Hopefully, as soon as that's done, you'll be on your way. Finally, A12 northbound, west of Brentford, still closed between the M25 and junction 12. Back with more, 30 minutes.
Thank you to Bobster.
Never mind the stars in the sky, never mind the wind and the why. Got a feeling higher than high. This is the real thing. This is the real thing. No more living in shame. And I'm not gonna run or gonna hide away. No more telling all those lies. It's been too long. No more living in chains. No, I don't give a damn what the people say. There's no use holding back desire. We burnt our fingers, now let's jump into the flame. Never mind the stars in the sky, never mind the wind and the why. Got a feeling higher than high. This is the real thing. Never mind the rain and the storm, we'll keep each other warm. We got something stronger than strong. This is the real thing. Gonna walk out hand in hand. So let them criticize, 'cause they don't understand. We got nothing to hide. It's just love. I've had enough of
Lisa Stansfield. She was always so good. That is The Real Thing. Coming up in the Showbiz Cuts on Steve Wright in the afternoon, Alec Baldwin and Steps. Yeah! There's Tim, there's Adam, there's Bobby, there's Janie, there's the sports guy, social media factoids, and our guests, country superstar Brad Paisley and Ramesh Ranganathan. Is BBC Radio 2 online on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. A government advisor has indicated that ministers will not introduce any further tax rises for the self-employed. The Chancellor has been criticised after announcing plans in yesterday's budget for an increase in national insurance rates for some people who work for themselves. Matthew Taylor, who's carrying out a review of modern employment practices, said it was fair that self-employed people pay the planned tax rises.
It's economically rational in the sense that the reason we had these different rates is because self-employed people receive fewer entitlements. The big entitlement they didn't receive, which was pensions, was addressed last year, and the amount of money they gained from that is massively in excess of the amount of money that most people will lose as a consequence of this tax increase. And the government is talking about the possibility of extending paid parental leave to self-employed people.
The US government has confirmed its biggest deployment yet of ground forces in Syria. They'll join the fight against the Islamic State group. From Beirut, Ben James reports.
A spokesman for the US-led coalition confirmed 400 or so additional US forces to add to the 500 already in Syria. Colonel John Dorian said a Marine artillery unit has been deployed to try to expedite the defeat of IS in its stronghold of Raqqa. The US forces won't have frontline roles, and they're only described as temporary. A separate deployment of Army Rangers has been sent to the northern town of Manbij to, in the spokesman's words, create some reassurance.
The Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt has told hospitals in England it's essential they get back to meeting their target for A&E waiting times to ensure patient safety. He said money which had been put into health and social care meant the NHS could now improve performance. European Union leaders have reappointed Donald Tusk as President of the European Council for a second term. The Polish government had said it wanted to block Mr. Tusk, who's a former Polish Prime Minister, from carrying on in the post. The train operator Merseyrail is seeking an injunction to prevent strike action by members of the RMT union on Monday. The walkout is about the role of guards on its services. The Queen has paid tribute to the men and women who served in Iraq and Afghanistan between 1990 and 2015 as she unveiled a new memorial in central London. The monument marks the contribution made by both military personnel and civilians. Our correspondent Robert Hall is at the memorial.
Many of the invited guests at this morning's ceremonies, about 2,000 of them, queuing up to have their pictures taken by the new memorial. Twin pillars of stone linked by a bronze medallion which captures the duty and the service of all those who took part in operations in Iraq and Afghanistan over that very long period.
The former Labour and Respect MP George Garraway has signed a deal to write a series of children's books. Mr Garraway, who's already the author of several novels for adults, said the stories would feature an ethical pirate sailing the seas around colonial-era Indonesia. BBC News at 3 minutes past 4, our next at 5.
Thank you. Here's the sports guy.
Yes, a fine partnership between Alex Hales and Joe Root is putting England in a strong position in the third one-day against the West Indies in Barbados. Hales has hit a century. He's unbeaten on 103. Joe Root on 86. England currently 211 for 1 in the 36th over. The West Indies have lost Evan Lewis, who was hurt while fielding. He's gone to hospital for an X-ray on his left wrist. Rugby Union, England head coach Eddie Jones says Owen Farrell Arsenal is a doubt with a leg injury, but should be okay for Saturday's Six Nations clash with Scotland. Billy Vunipola is on the bench after recovering from a knee injury. Arsenal have issued a rare statement on Arsene Wenger's future, saying they respect some fans' opinions, but they will run the club in its best long-term interest. Wenger has said today the opinion of fans will influence his decision over whether he stays. Qatari side Al Garraway have given manager Pedro Caixinha permission to join Rangers. He's their lead target to replace Mark Warburton as manager. And AFC Bournemouth have been fined £35,000 for breaking the FA's anti-doping rules.
Thank you very much. Looks like they're off.
Stone thoroughbred, got a lot of brains in her head. She's got a lifestyle, she makes my life worthwhile. Personality, oh she's the girl for me. Sometimes she's out of line, but I give her my last dime. She's number one at my door. My baby, she's the winner. From the rest, that's why she's the best. One place for sure, one place for sure. She's number one at my door. My baby, she's the winner.
Around the last lap into the home stretch, they're running neck to neck. It's my baby and other woman.
Yes, can I please have a shout out wishing everyone travelling to Crufts 17 a safe trip? Yeah, lovely, thank you. And good luck, especially Naomi, who's going for the first time with Izzy, Rue, Andrea and Kat. Are they pets or people? Thank you very much, that's lovely. And we are 24 hours away from...
Serious Rockin' Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Please tell a friend. Serious jocking, by the way. No G.
Oh, Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Where you gonna run to? All on that day, will I run to the rock? Please hide me and run to the rock. Please hide me and run to the rock. Please hide me, Lord. All on that day, but the rock cried out. I can't hide you, the rock cried out. I can't hide you, the rock cried out. I ain't gonna hide you down. All on that day, I said, rock, what's the matter with you, rock? Don't you see I need you, rock?
bowler hats. Over on Twitter, people are remembering painter Sir Howard Hodgkin, who passed away today, aged 84. Louisa tweets, sad to hear Howard Hodgkin has died, one of my favourite painters. Rachel tweets, Howard Hodgkin's work has added a great deal of colour to my life in more ways than one. And Paul Waugh tweets, such sad news that Howard Hodgkin has died, Britain's king of colour. Over on Facebook, people are talking about the new Step single, Scared of the Dark, that was given its world-exclusive first play on Ken Bruce's show on Radio 2 this morning. What else is occurring? Mel Gidroych and Sue Perkins have turned down now hosting the Nightly Show over on ITV because of their busy schedule. The Nightly Show is having a different presenter every week for its 8-week run. Black Sabbath have officially confirmed they've broken up. They posted a visual obituary on Facebook with the hashtag the end. The first trailer for Star Wars The Last Jedi has been shown to a handful of people. That's some Disney shareholders and some journalists who were reporting on the shareholders' meeting. An LA Times reporter has told the BBC it was a very short clip of the character Rey handing a lightsaber to Luke Skywalker, and we see Luke asking Rey, "Who are you?" Joan Collins, very busy at the moment. She came in to see us yesterday. Then she was off to do some shopping at the supermarket. Yeah. And she even found time to go to the premiere of her new movie, which is a great movie, The Time of Their Lives. And Dame Joan says it was tough making it.
Oh, it was hard work, I can tell you. Are you kidding? We worked 6 days a week, at least 12 to 14 hours a day, always on location. And nothing was done in the studio. And it was fun because we love each other, Pauline and me, and we love Roger. But we did have fun, but it was very hard work. Acting in some situations is quite hard.
Alec Baldwin has been promoting the new animated comedy The Boss Baby, which he's in. Alec's comedy career has been revived after his, yes, of course, his President Trump impersonations on SNL Saturday Night Live, but he knows not everyone likes them.
A large plurality of the country voted for Trump as president, and I think that many of them are people who are not fond of the way Trump is treated, not just by Saturday Night Live, but by the comedy cosmos in general.
Steps are officially back after their new single, Scared of the Dark, as we mentioned, got its world-exclusive first play on Ken's show. They were also on BBC Breakfast, The Sofa, earlier on today, I think it was today, remembering the good old days and talking over each other.
Well, actually, this year is our 20th anniversary of our first single, so that's why we're kind of back and telling everybody about it, really.
We got together May the 7th, 1997. Was the day
H was talking.
Who remembers meeting who?
I think we all do.
Yes, we do, yeah.
I actually remember
one at a time, please.
Really cool. How wrong was it?
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror, and what do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived in what you believe? 'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. But Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie. Then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. For making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Oh, some people got the real problem. Some people out of love.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human, I do what I can. I'm just a man, I do what I can. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
What is the tallest observation wheel in the world, Janie Lee Grace?
Observation wheel?
Yes.
Well, you don't mean like the London Eye.
I do.
Oh, you do?
That's the correct answer.
Is it the biggest in the world?
It is.
Wow.
It's the tallest observation wheel in the world, and each rotation takes about 30 minutes. Its hub weighs 330 tons, more than 20 times the weight of Big Ben. I do remember going down there with my son on the South Bank there and looking at it being made. And the way they did it, they had kind of platforms over the Thames, and they kind of, well, obviously, they didn't build it up. They built it on the flat surface and then kind of winched it up into place.
Yeah, lifted it up off its side. Yeah, I know.
Have you been on the amazing one in Brighton? The
No, I
amazing,
haven't.
You know, tower thingy.
It's a tower thing,
It's
yeah.
incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
Well, perhaps somebody will invite me and Tim.
Yeah, it's really fabulous, actually, because particularly for someone like me who loves the sea, because
Yeah.
you're up there, you can see just for miles, you can see sea.
Yeah, my friends have been on it, and they say that you can see... What can you see? You can see Isle of Wight and all that?
I think you can see New Zealand, can't you?
I think so,
Can I
yeah.
just
On
say-
a good day.
Can I just say, I'm not going up it, okay?
Why not?
Oh, don't be daft.
I can't stand heights.
There's glass between you and it.
Don't care. I'll stand at the bottom and wave to Wrighty. I'm not going up it, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's why you wouldn't stay in that hotel in New York. It's more than 2 floors.
Factoids. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
BBC Music's My Generation season celebrates the 90s, seen through the eyes of the fans and the stars.
My music.
My memories.
My generation.
On Friday night at 9, BBC 4's The People's History of Pop explores the era of Radiohead's OK Computer
It was Tom's portrayal of being an outsider as well, which appealed to me.
and the rise of UK Garage.
Everyone's dressed to the nines. People want to feel good and look good.
10 from 10. The story of Primal Scream's Screamadelica.
I think an important thing with the Screamadelica album is that we stopped writing on guitar. All the songs are written on the keyboards.
The People's History of Pop, followed by classic album Screamadelica. Friday night from 9 on BBC 4.
Thank you.
BBC Radio 2.
Look out, I'm going country.
Now there are men who make history. There are men who change the world. And there are men like me that simply find the right girl. And in that very moment, it all becomes clear what I meant to do. The reason I'm here. Now every night I thank the Lord I found you. And every time I put my arms around you, I feel like the frame that gets to hold the Mona Lisa. And I don't care if that's all I ever do. It never fails. We walk in a room, nobody sees me, they're all looking at you. I disappear, but that's fine with me. I feel the same way, you're all I can see. Now they've written books about Da Vinci's muse. I know it wasn't, but it should have been you. 'Cause I feel like the frame that gets to hold the Mona Lisa. And I don't care. When I'm sitting in traffic some afternoon, or bored to death in some waiting room, well, I'm gonna close my eyes and picture you today. You keep brushing that hair back out of your eyes, and it just keeps falling, and so do I. Well,
today, and it's Brad Paisley, and Brad is here.
Hi.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Good afternoon, I'm great. How are you guys?
Well, we're very good, and we love you because the other day I heard you saying some very nice things about Britain, being in Britain, the fact that you love England, you love London, you love us, and we love you back.
I really do. I have the best time over here, and I have great memories already of being here and the last few times, and this time is shaping up to be even more magical than last.
How has our appreciation in Britain and indeed Europe of country music been in the times that you've been coming over? Have you noticed a greater appreciation as each year goes by?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've yet to play the show yet. I've heard every ticket's gone. And actually all 3 days, the Dublin and Glasgow shows as well.
Yeah.
That's something else. I mean, when you think about the size of that and what that means for country music, that's a big deal. And it's something that a few short years ago when I made my first trip as an artist to the UK, I was warned against the potential of this to be either lucrative or successful in any way.
Really?
Yeah, they told me, don't expect much, but the people that do show up will love you because they are hardcore fans. There's very few of them. You won't sell it out. All those things they said were wrong, which is great.
But I think country music has broadened its appeal greatly in the last decade. Why do you think that's happened?
I don't know. Maybe it's the internet, because I think that when I first came over, they weren't taking into account that the world had shrunk. I mean, I instantly put out the new video for today and saw UK reactions.
You must get instant reaction from around the world.
Yeah, there's tweets from people going, oh, I love this, at the same time that someone in Alabama says they love it.
And you had 30 million views of that, right?
Yeah.
They always try and define country music, don't they? And it's almost impossible to define it. I mean, some people say, well, it's folk and it's this and it's that and it's something else. I mean, it's whatever you want it to be, I suppose. But what would you say in definition? You're new country, right?
Yeah, I think so. I have a heavy dose of influence from the old.
What do new country artists feel about the old country?
That depends on the artist, I think. There are those that are really steeped in the tradition, and there are those that are not. It takes all kinds. I think country music has room for both. And one of our big issues has always been, you don't have this issue in pop music. Because pop music, it's like, if you're EDM, great. If you're rock, great. If you're, R&B, great. They're all welcome in pop. Country music, there's a bit of a closed door policy that's sort of like, wait.
But it's snobbery, isn't it? It's musical snobbery, I suppose. And music has to be allowed to evolve, and that's what country's done.
And I find that there's so much room for it because everything old is new again. And when you look back at Johnny Cash and you look back at Merle Haggard and some of the tricks that they used, it's a lot of fun to use a modern beat and look at a train song that Johnny Cash did and go, well, that would work just as well with tube. I hear the tuba coming.
Yeah. Now, how did you get into it in the first place? I mean, what made you want to get into country music? I mean, just
that's
because...
what came out. That's just what it sort of just burst forth.
Yeah.
When I opened my mouth.
But you must have listened to a lot of it when you were younger then, growing up. Did your parents play country at home?
No, my parents don't play, thank God. My grandfather did, and he was incredibly passionate about Buck Owens, Johnny Cash. He loved guitar players. He loved Roy Clark. He loved Chet Atkins. He liked any of that.
Wow.
Just talking fashion for a minute, you've got your own line of clothes. I mean, that sounds amazing.
It's a great clothing line called Moonshine Spirit. It's available at a retailer in America. I don't think they have any here. It's called Boot Barn. But what's great is when you walk the red carpet at an event. I love this moment so much where they say to my wife, what are you wearing? And she's like, this is actually Armani, or this is Prada or something. And they're like, and you? And I say, Boot Barn.
And that's much cooler, way cooler, right? And let's talk about C2C. The 5th annual Country to Country Festival is over. 3 nights in London, Glasgow and Dublin. Tomorrow, Brad will headline the O2 in London. Then on Saturday, he'll be at the 3 Arena in Dublin. And on Sunday, he'll close Country to Country 2017 in Glasgow at the Clyde Auditorium. And Brad, of course, helped launch Radio 2 Country earlier this afternoon with Bob Harris. Radio 2 Country is our 4-day pop-up service dedicated to all things country. I think people might not know, well, I mean this respectfully, what a big deal you are. Brad's awards include 3 Grammys, 2 American Music Awards.
I don't know what a big deal I am.
Well,
and my wife definitely doesn't know. She needs to listen.
Hang on, he's going to tell you.
No.
You don't have to read all this.
I know you. I know. I could hear you trying to stop me doing that. But you know, it's a big deal. It's fantastic. So after C2C, what's your plan? I mean, you tour all the time. Paul is one of our producers. He's got a great story about you. Came to see you in 2009 somewhere in America, and it was a big stadium, obviously, absolutely packed out to the rafters. And it started to rain really, really, really badly. Everybody was sent home, but you stayed, and you
just played for no one.
No, not the audience, but the other performers. But then you did the gig under something and finished at 3 a.m. or something ridiculous.
It's funny. I'd love to be able to tell you which one that was, but that's happened a lot.
Really?
I don't know why people do these outdoor shows, but they do. But something about country music sounds really good outside. And we frequently do festivals where it's like, oh no. Do you see the line of storms just converging with my time period on the stage?
So you would go say, well, where can we do this? You get as many of the audience undercover, and then you do it.
I'd like to play.
Well, that's just fantastic.
I mean, I always think that the point of going and doing live performances is giving someone a memory forever.
Listen, good luck with the single. Good luck at C2C. You can see Brad Paisley performing in London tomorrow, Dublin on Saturday, and Glasgow on Sunday as part of the Country to Country Festival. The album Love and War out next month, and that latest single Today is out now. And here's another quick blast of it. And thank you so much for coming in. We know you're busy. We know you got all this stuff to do. Brad Paisley, everybody. Thank you.
Very, very much. Really had fun.
Because the memory of a day like today can get you through the rest of your life.
To you. Now I'm asking you to leave.
Let's work it out. There's Texas. We got 27 to 5. Ramesh Ranganathan with us soon. Afternoon on way home from bell ringing tour of South Cumbria. Serious ringing. Thank you. Tomorrow. That's Susan in St Anne's. Steve, great little show there. 27 degrees here in sunny Fuerteventura. Kind regards from Danny T. Looking forward to some serious jocking tomorrow. Yes, all right. Can you give me a shout out? I'm listening to you from the Rust Belt of the USA. Toledo, Ohio, where I now live, and you are my little piece of home. Well, that's nice to know. That's from Pandora. By the way, Pandora, fantastic name. If you love country music, you need to be listening to this. This is live BBC Radio 2 Country.
Players. Probably the
my friend Mark on there, which is on the air right now. It's a pop-up digital radio station, which is on through until Sunday. You can listen to it on digital radio, online, or via the BBC Radio iPlayer radio app. It'll have coverage of this year's Country to Country Music Festival, as well as some great shows. So check it out.
BBC Radio 2 Country.
You got it.
BBC Radio 2.
And here's Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the problems on the M62. Now, eastbound, there's another accident, 11 to 12. So through to the M60, there's a lane close. The queues are back to junction 10. Then further along on the westbound side, the accident at junction 18, the M60. They've reopened all the lanes westbound. Still got congestion if you're heading towards Hayward. Big queue still there. Also on the M62, again eastbound, 29 to 30, Lofthouse through to Rothwell. That accident's still there, still one lane shut. M62 westbound again, 34 to 33. A new bump now between the A19 at Doncaster and Ferrybridge Services. There are 2 lanes closed there. It's debris across the carriageway as well, so take care. Now, to the M6 southbound is still shut, 18 to 17. So through from Holmes Chapel to Sandbach, still big queues if you're heading down from Lim at junction 20. Also northbound is slow as well. This is not going to clear anytime soon, so bear it in mind. To the M1 on the northbound side, Leicester to Leicester North up to 21A. An accident there, one lane is shut. Also on the M1 on the southbound side, there was a breakdown between 18 and 17 towards Coventry. The M45, that's still there with a lane close. The A1 at Newark northbound is still shut between the Coddington turnoff and the A17 Newark Showground. Southbound, there's still one lane closed as well. Watch out for the northbound diversion, extremely busy. And the M25, now first of all, it was blocked between 9 and 10, Leatherhead to the A3. That has now all cleared out of the way. Still got heavy traffic both ways between the A3 and Leatherhead. Also on the M25, anti-clockwise at junction 19 for Watford, there was an accident. It's on the hard shoulder. The queues are to the bottom of the M1 though, back to 21. Finally, A12 northbound, west of Brentwood, beg your pardon, between the M25 at 28 and junction 12, they've got a lane open. Still big queues on the A12 and around junction 28 of the M25. Thanks for your updates. Back with another one, 20 minutes.
Thank you, Bobby.
Steve Wright in the afternoon, yeah. BBC Radio 2.
Sweetheart, would you wake up today? I promise you would recognize my face. I wanna show you how I've grown in this place. In this place, I'm not alone, and I know I'll be okay. But it's always hard when the winter comes to stay, when I can't help remember all the words I'd never say. And it's killing me that you're not here with me. I'm living happily, but I'm feeling guilty. Oh, you won't believe the wonders I can see. This world is changing me, but I love you faithfully. Or maybe I feel smaller and time rushes away. There's so much I could show you. Oh, the great-grandchildren have been laughing like we did when we were young. Oh, I've been laughing like we did when we were young. But it's killing me that you're not here with me. I'm living happy, but I'm feeling guilty. Oh, you won't believe the wonders I can see. This world is changing me, but I'll love you faithfully.
Favourite song of mine, Killing Me, Luke Sital Singh, and talking of which...
Driving cars into swimming pools, buying your own jets, or the classic, a TV out the hotel window. The ways in which rock stars mark their birthdays are as diverse as they are dangerous. But my personal preference is Guy Garvis, who chose to celebrate his birthday, albeit a day late, with me and the rest of Elbow at Maida Vale Studios. Join me, Joe Wiley, for music, conversation and live performances of new material and old favourites. It's an evening with Elbow. Available now on the BBC iPlayer radio app.
Talking of which, tonight, singer-songwriter Luke Sital Singh is live in session for Joe. I thought that's what she was going to say.
He's a sweet talking guy, but
Ramesh Ranganathan is back with us. I can't remember when you were last on, but I do remember, Ramesh. Good afternoon, by the way.
Good afternoon. Thanks very much for having me on.
It's always our pleasure, you know that, and you're one of our favourites. Is that the right thing
Absolutely
to say?
right.
That is the right thing to say.
Yeah, thanks. No, I mean it.
Yeah.
Do you
mean it? Yeah.
Do you mean it, Tim?
I do mean it, yes. You know I do.
Because you seem slightly more insincere than Steve does, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, I take that to heart.
Yeah. I don't even believe you when you said you take it to
That's
heart.
rather cutting,
That's how insincere I
That's
feel.
the last nice thing I say about him off air ever.
No, here's the thing. I was going to say, did you give your mum our very best last time you were here?
I did, yeah.
What did she say?
Well, she's very excited, but the truth is she thinks she's the biggest star now. That's what I'm dealing with, do you know what I mean?
She comes through a little bit better, doesn't she?
Look, let's be honest here. I've thrown her a bone, do you know what I mean, by letting her on the show. If anything, I've enhanced her life, and I don't seem to be getting any credit for it. Tim, why are you looking so serious? Is it because I said you were insincere? I didn't mean it.
No,
I was only joking.
I was going to ask whether there were any plans for your mum to get her own show.
Well, there probably are, but I don't think I'd know about them.
You could probably stymie that, couldn't you?
I imagine I'll find out as I'm flicking through the channels, do you know what I mean?
But she's okay, is she?
Cooking with Shanti. Yeah, she's fine. She's very good.
I could see her on Dave, couldn't you?
Yeah, I'd see her on Dave forever. Yeah.
Now, here we go. A BBC radio sitcom star is about to be added to the list of stuff that you've done because Ramesh is starring alongside Amanda Abington and Mira Sial in the pilot episode of Parental Guidance, which you can hear on Monday night at 10:30 on Radio 2, right here on this network. Tell us a bit about it and then we'll play a clip.
It's sort of loosely based on my life. It was written by a writer called Max Davis, who I worked with on Newsjacks, Radio 4 Extra show.
Yeah.
So he wrote this sitcom, and it's sort of based on me having children, being married, and then sort of the trials and tribulations involved in that. The way I've just described doesn't sound massively groundbreaking, I'll be honest with you, but it is good. I mean, I have to say that, don't I? But I genuinely believe it.
Play a clip.
Oh, here comes a clip then.
Well, that's not true. We're spending quality time together now. Right, shall we get the TV on?
No, Rosh. Let's not get the TV on. Let's get our lives on.
Yeah, but I've recorded the last episode of Sporran.
All we ever do is watch TV. We never talk.
Yeah, because that's the point of television. 200 channels of people talking, so we don't have to.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's brilliant. I mean, that sounds like a TV sitcom. It sounds like a bit of routine. I mean, it's how you want it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not good enough at any one thing to commit to that. So what I'm trying to do is just spread myself across different genres in the hope that something will land. That's basically the strategy. Do you know what I mean? I reckon I've got about 6 months left and then I have to go back to teaching. So I'm just trying to milk the cow as long as it's standing. Do you know what I mean?
We're happy to have you on, even if you're a teacher again.
Would you really?
Sure.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah. Say you could plug one of the classes.
You're going to find me outside the building. Steve, Tim, do you remember?
All right, Ramesh. Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, we'll have you on soon. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah,
I know I promised. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. What about tomorrow? No, tomorrow we're booked up. In Tuesday's show, what do you like? Kate and Roshan go to the school reunion where Kate is. These are the two characters in the sitcom, and Kate is keen to show off her happy family life, but Roshan isn't keen to see Steve Johnson, the bully who terrorised him during his school days. Roshan is a cost benefits analyst for the airline industry, and Kate is a stay-at-home mum. So Mira is the overbearing mum. Actually, this Mira.
Oh, your mum?
Yeah, she's playing my mum. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how my mum will feel about it, but it's not my concern.
Well, technically, it is your concern.
It's very much my concern, Tim. I don't know why I said that.
It's your mum. What are you talking about?
I don't know why I was getting so cocky there.
It's not our concern. You're not thinking
that, yeah, my mum might be upset about it, but I'll leave that for Steve and Tim to deal with. That's nothing to do with me.
Oh, thanks. You've insulted him and now he's got to deal with something.
No, I've got to look
on your
after your
behalf.
mum.
My goodness. Let's play another clip.
Is that my phone beeping?
Oh, sorry, that's my phone. It's this new app I've got. Downloaded it during my layover in Japan. It's a lie detector for your phone. They call it the eye detector. It uses the phone's microphone to pick up modulations in your voice and emits an audio alert to indicate when you're lying.
And it actually works?
Seems to.
OK. I am the Queen of France. I have a little bit of a thing for Mary Berry. Blimey, that does actually work.
So it's true then?
Yeah, basically, I can't watch Bake Off without stuff.
No.
Oh, Ramesh is one of the many hosts of Comic Relief, by the way, on BBC One on Friday, 24th of March, along with Selene Henry, Joe Lycett, Miranda Hart, Rob Beckett, Warwick Davis, Jonathan Ross, French and Saunders, and many more. Other projects for Ramesh this year include another sitcom pilot for Sky One. Is it The Reluctant Landlord? Is that right?
That's right, yeah.
You've done it already, yeah?
Recorded it last week, yeah.
And who's the landlord then?
Me. It's based on, basically, my dad ran a pub, and then he passed away, and then we sort of inherited this pub that we didn't want. So it's based on that.
Thank goodness for your life, because your life is in everything that you do, right?
Because basically, I'm not really very creative, so unless it's plunging my own life experience, I can't do anything, really.
Oh, that's brilliant. A third series of Asian Provocateur and two BBC pilots that hope to emulate the success of the American show Saturday Night Live, also on the way from Ramesh. So you're up there. You can hear Ramesh Ranganathan in the BBC Radio 2 sitcom Parental Guidance. It's on Monday night at 10:30. Fantastic to see you again. And just tell Tim that you didn't mean it.
Tim, I didn't mean it. Tim, you know how much I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I really mean that.
Well,
from the bottom of my heart. You're a great guy, and I'd love to hang out with you more. But
don't go too far. I mean, don't be ridiculous.
Sorry.
Give your mum our best, then. Ramesh, everybody.
Thank you very much.
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, well, life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me, so what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you.
God only knows. I got 9 minutes to 5 now. Simon Mayo at 5, Bob Harris Country at 7, Joe Wiley at 8, the Radio 2 Art Show with Jonathan, that's at 10, Craig Charles House Party, and then into our sequence overnight, Radio 2's Tracks of My Years playlist at 2 a.m. At 3 a.m. Radio 2 playlist Have a Great Weekend, and at 4 a.m. Radio 2 playlist Feel Good Friday with OJ Borg, the Borg.
Remember the day you up and left. but you never heard a word I said. You kept on stepping and turning your head. Oh girl, I'm doing fine now without you, baby. I'm doing fine now without you, baby. I'm doing fine, baby. I'm doing fine without you. I'm doing fine, baby. I'm doing fine without you. Remember the day you up and left. I nearly cried myself to death. Oh yeah. And then I met somebody else. Been so happy. She made me stop and grab a hold of myself. I'm really doing fine without you, baby. Girl, gotta keep you on the line. I'm doing fine now. Yes, I'm really doing.
Shortlist.com in news from the net. James Blunt says Princess Beatrice never cut Ed Sheeran's face. Vulture.com. The Chainsmokers' latest chart feat means they can now be mentioned in the same breath as the Beatles and the Bee Gees. And LiveForeverUK.com says U2 announced Joshua Tree re-release on 30th anniversary. And Bobby Pryor.
Steve, thank you. First of all, to the M6 problems. Now, northbound, 26 to 27 at the moment, we've got a rolling roadblock. They're transferring horses from one vehicle to another, so hopefully that should be just temporary. The M6 closure on the southbound side is still in place. Closed between 18 and 17, so Holmes Chapel to Sandbach. The queues are back past 20 for Lim. All sign diversion for you. However, people are trying to find alternative routes. This is not going to open anytime soon. The carriageway is damaged. They've got to resurface soon, so this is going to be ongoing through this evening. Other problems for you, M62 eastbound between 11 and 12. That accident's now on the hard shoulder. The M62 eastbound between 29 and 30. That accident's still there with one lane blocked. And the M62 westbound 34 to 33. Ferrybridge services, again, you still got one lane shut. The latest on the A1 northbound, still closed between the Coddington turnoff and the A17 Newark Showground. And then to the M25, we've got anti-clockwise at junction 19 for Watford, an earlier accident. Big queues back towards junction 22. And finally, the M3 northbound. Accident at junction 9 for the Winnell roundabout, the A34. We've got big queues northbound. Back with more just after the news with Simon.
And yes, she's back. It's Lana Del Rey.
Look, you kids with your vintage music coming through satellites while cruising. You're part of the past, but now you're the future. Signals crossing can get confusing. It's enough just to make you feel crazy, crazy, crazy. Sometimes it's enough just to make you feel crazy. You get ready, you get all dressed up to go nowhere in particular. Back to work or the coffee shop. Doesn't matter, 'cause it's enough to be young and in love. To be young and in love. Look, you kids, you know you're the coolest. The world is yours and you can't refuse it. Seen so much you could get the blues, but that don't mean that you should abuse it. Though it's enough just to make you go crazy, crazy, crazy. But you get ready, you get all dressed up makes it crazy. I get ready, I get all dressed up to go nowhere in particular.
There's Lana Del Rey. Well, up next on BBC Radio 2 Country, it's me. With They Don't Normally Sing Country, I'm playing songs from artists you wouldn't associate with country music. Here on Radio 2, Simon Mayo is up next with his Foodie Thursday. Nigel's cooking up alternative cottage pie with venison. And tomorrow on The Big Show, serious jocking, of course, Jerry Horner, ex-Spice Girl, and comedian Janice Connolly. Barbara Nice. Good evening.
BBC News at 5 o'clock.